Hey everyone, it's Miranda Bevan. I am now talking to you as a platinum agent. I've dreamt of this. Oh my goodness. And I just wanted to share with you guys my story of how I started. Okay? So it was January 8th, 2013. And Sarah, my sponsor, our moms were really good friends. And she had contacted my mom and said, I have a business opportunity for your daughter. I was in a town where she knew there was no secret, so she wanted to, introduce this to me. And it was this time, it was Christmas time when she first contacted me about it. So of course, we're all like kind of busy. We're just like, hey, whatever, like, what are you talking to me about? Kind of like what I'm doing right now to some of you, right? You're like, what is this? And why do you keep talking about it? Why do you keep posting about it, right? So she sent me a message and I gave her my number. She called. I didn't answer the phone. I think at the time my kids were like screaming. So anyway, so I showed some videos to my husband and he was like, well, maybe you should get a sample. So she sent me some samples and all it was the moisturizer and the mud soap that I tried, and I fell in love with that right off the bat. I was like, wow, this stuff feels really good. Dead sea minerals. I was like, that's all I tried. We did try the Recover mask, and we were blown away. So I wanted to get in. I wanted to so bad. I still am a mom. I was a mom. I had a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old at the time. And I had done another network marketing company the last summer and it didn't go over very well. I mean, I still love the product. Don't get me wrong. I still have my cupboard is stocked with that product and I still buy it today. I absolutely love it. The only thing with it is that it's not very consumable. Like you need a spice and then you need one maybe again in a year, so it's yeah, it's not very consumable. So anyway, but she had also did that same company, so it was right there we could relate, and that excuse was no longer an excuse. So it came down to getting my husband to invest in me. He flat out said no. He didn't want anything to do with a network marketing company, and he didn't matter. He didn't care. He's just like, no, you're not doing that. He basically did not believe in me either. He's like, you can't do it because he's seen me do them before, right? So he had no belief in me. He had no belief in network marketing. No, period. Like, seriously, my husband is very stubborn, okay? And he's, pretty cheap with his money. So there was no way it was going to be easy for me to get him to invest like $600 at the time for, well, it still is for the middle pack. I wanted to get that, right? And yeah, so our daughter, she was 1 at the time, and she had really bad eczema. It was on her elbows, it was on her lower back, and it was on her thighs, and it was making her cheeks starting to get raw too, right? So, and my instincts were telling me this is going to work. I didn't even try it on her first, okay? Like I just knew. I heard Dead Sea Minerals at the time. They were 800 million in sales. And now they're over a billion, right? So, but anyway, at the time, that's what it was. And I heard, pre-launch, this was pre-launch time. They had just started with direct sales, being that they were already in kiosks selling 100 million a year. And now they came into direct selling and they're going to start taking out the kiosks. So this opportunity was huge, still is huge. Oh my goodness. And I just, my whole body, like my blood was just pumping and I was like, this is it. This is what I want to do. Because I remember thinking, I want to do something, but I didn't know what. I didn't want to go to work because I wanted to be home with my kids. And I just wanted to do something other than, being a mom. Sorry, but I mean, my brain needed to do something else. And my whole body was just screaming at me. So I was like, okay, I have to get my husband to invest in me. So I literally had to put Sarah on speakerphone and inch towards my husband and like get him to listen. And finally started asking her questions and just drilled her. Like ask her like my husband's a genius, okay? He's extremely smart, and he asked her every question in the book that any skeptical, smart-ass, cheap person would ask. He asked it. I'm just pacing around the house while this is going on, right? I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm just like, oh my God, poor Sarah, right? And so finally at the end of it, he's like, well, you do your research and sell me on it in the morning. I'm like, I was up all night. I was up all night. I was studying the comp plan, figuring out how we get paid and everything, right? I was just like, I'm doing this. Like in the morning, I was like, I'm doing this, and if you don't invest in me, I will find someone who will. Like I was so ready. Like I had made my decision. And he's like, so he finally caved and he bought me the premium package, and it's just wow. I remember telling Sarah, and she said that she was blown away. She could not believe that I was actually going to sign up. She thought there was no way in hell I was going to be signing up. And I think she's pretty glad that I signed up. I was like her second agent. So she's very glad that I signed up. And anyway, so I got my first agent within 3 days. I didn't even have my kit. I just started on Facebook. I just started texting people and with enthusiasm. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just excited, and I knew that I had an opportunity, and I knew I had to share it with people. And yeah, I got my first agent in 3 days. I just got her on the phone with Sarah, and she bought the biggest kit. Boom, right there. She had already tried the product in Las Vegas, so she already knew that it was good product. And when she found out that we were going in direct selling, she was like, I'm on it. So at the time, to be superstar, you had to get 2 premium packs sold, like for your first 2 agents, because all we do is building 2 teams, right? I know a lot of other companies, you build like 8 and 12 and all this stuff, but we only build 2 teams. So all you needed was 2 premium packs, and you needed 4 preferred customers at the time. You needed to do that in your first 28 days, and you get a $500 bonus. So I booked my first party before I even had my stuff in. Like I was just like, I booked it, and I started watching videos like crazy, watching Tim Her, everything. And I remember starting noticing, like on these YouTube videos, all these people in Seacret, they were all glowing. I remember telling my babe, I'm like, look, they're all glowing. Like they all look so good. Like it's got to be from these amazing products, right? So I booked my first party. My first party, I had 7 people come. I was so nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was so nervous. I was just like sweating bullets, right? Because we had to put the recovery mask on my I guess I won't say who it was, but a mature lady, and who was very skeptical. And I was like, I remember I called my party, Get Your Glow On, right? Because I'm like, why do they call it a wow party? Like, that's stupid. I'm like, I'm going to call it Get Your Glow On. So we put this recovery mask on her, and we did the other mask on all the other ladies. All I did was follow the flip chart, because that's all you got to do, right? You just read it. It tells you what to do. It's like, okay, put this product on. So you put this on everybody, or yeah, you just give it to them and they put it on themselves, actually. You don't even have to touch anybody's face. They do it themselves. So she takes off this recover mask, and it was just like, whoosh. And this is our mask that lifts wrinkles in 15 minutes, right? And the whole party lit up. They're like, wow, 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 wow. Because we only do half the face, right? So, and right then I was just like, this is it. This is it. And I just saw dollar signs. I'm not going to lie. I saw dollar signs. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I think I got 2 customers from that very first party. And the one customer from there, she was actually a guest of someone who came, a guest of a guest that came. I didn't even know who she was. She has been my #1 most loyal customer since I've started, and she is just amazing. I never hear a peep from her. She just buys. She just buys all the time. She dropped a $700 order on this Black Friday. It's just like, wow. So, it goes with that saying, how much did you make at your first wow party? Well, I don't know, because I'm still earning on it today, right? I made $200 on her order that she put in Black Friday just a few weeks ago. So, and that's someone I put product on almost 3 years ago. That is called residual income. So, oh, it's just been a whirlwind since then. So I ended up, I only need one more customer left, okay, to get my bonus. And I only had a couple days left, so I was trying to get my mom. I'm like, come on, mom. She's like, well, I'm already using a product. And she's like, I want to try it, but I don't want to sign up as a customer. I'm like, really, mom? You're going to do it. What are you going to, like, you can cancel, whatever. You get like over 50% off. And she's like, okay, fine. So she becomes my customer. I hit superstar. Oh my goodness. It was so amazing. And in my first month, I made over $1,200. I paid my husband back for the kit. He was blown away. He was like, wow, okay, that's cool. So my mom, she starts loving the products. She's switched. She's on a Seacret now. She starts buying it for her friends, giving it to her friends. And I'm like, come on, mom, why don't you just sign up? Like, do this with me. I would love to work with you. And she's done network marketing before. She's like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that kind of, no. So I go there. This was January, right? I go there in March. And so I was like, okay, I'm coming there, set up a spa party. I'm going to come and, do up your friends. And so the night before I said, okay, I want to practice on you and your friend. Saying when you want to practice when you first start is genius, okay? Because it takes off the pressure from you and it takes the pressure off of them. You're just practicing. You're getting into your groove. You're still the same thing. You just read the flip chart, put the product on people. Product does a lot of the work. The more product you get, the better, okay? Because the less product you get, the more work you have to do. Because you have to sell more, because you have to talk more about the product that you don't have, right? But if you get the biggest kit and just put that on people, it all sells itself. It's less work on you. So invest. If you were going to open a gym, you would get a loan, right? So why can't you get a loan to invest in this billion-dollar company? Invest in yourself. When you invest more, you get more fired up, okay? You want to pay that off. You have more motivation. And you have more product to show. So that means more customers, more agents. That means faster success. And also with the top kit, you instantly are coded as a bronze agent for 12 weeks and you get instantly start making 25%. Okay? Otherwise, you're making 20% until you hit bronze. That 5%, it's a big jump. It doesn't seem like much, but it is. So anyway, so I practiced on my mom and her friend, and I said, okay, if one of you signs up as an agent before this party, you can have all the customers and agents. So they're still humming and hawing. I showed them the Craig Holiday video. It was like 6 minutes. I love showing videos when they have their masks on. Just let it do the work and then go have a smoke. Like, let the products do the work. Let the videos do the work. It's awesome. It's so much fun, I'm telling you. So anyway, so we're on the way to the party and I signed her up on my phone on the way to the party. And this was before we even had mobile friendly. This was like on Safari. Like, it was not very easy, but I did it. Now it's so much easier because we have a mobile friendly website. But anyway, yeah, so, and that with her signing up, that made me bronze. So I hit bronze in just under 3 months. So that was cool. And it just started, escalating from there. And then it was starting, summer kind of started hitting, and starting a new company that's pre-launch that nobody knows about is good, but it's also can have its challenges because nobody knows what it is, right? So I just kept pushing. And I was just excited, okay? And I just didn't give up. I would get checks over $25. I'd get checks over 50. I'd get no checks some weeks. I kept going. Husband was, up, like breathing down my neck. What are you doing? You're not making any money. Oh, I will be, honey. And so I just kept pushing and pushing, and I just didn't give up. I saw the results on my daughter. Oh my goodness, I didn't even tell you that. So yeah, of course, it starts working on my daughter's eczema like instantly. And I'm like, why didn't I take a before picture? So it took about 2.5 weeks for it to be completely gone on my daughter. I was giving her salt and oil baths twice a week, and then I was giving body butter every day, if not sometimes twice a day. And yeah, it cleared right up. So that helped with my husband, like his, belief level started going up. And yeah, so um the oh, man. So anyways, so the fall time comes. That is our busy season. Oh my goodness. Fall time, it just gets nuts. September, summertime starting to, it's starting to get colder, and people are looking to do something else, right? Because they're going to be stuck in the house. Kids are going to school. So that's when our business really starts skyrocketing. Such a fun time in fall. It just gets crazy. I love it. And so I did a video challenge. I did I did 34 videos, one every day for 34 days. I signed up 5 agents in that, just in that little thing. I didn't even talk about Seacret in the videos. I was just talking because I realized that I've learned that videos are so personable. They're so relatable. It's like you're visiting someone. It's like you're sitting there. It's like right now, it's like you're sitting across the table from me. And it's like you just got a demo and you're asking me questions, right? And I'm like just talking to you about Seacret. I'm talking to you about why you need to do this now, you know? So, um, so then then it was my first Black Friday, and it was only Seacret's second Black Friday. And it just went off the charts. And it was so much fun. It was just exhilarating. It was amazing. And so I got a pretty good paycheck from that. So hubby's belief is starting to go up again. And, especially after adding all these agents and these customers, and my agents are getting customers, and my agents are starting to advance. Things are really starting to go, right? So then, um, December 21st, I hit silver. And that's $1,000 bonus. So that was, wow. I remember just that feeling of accomplishment, like you work those times when everything, it just seems like it just all is just worth it. So then we move. we, we moved from the top of British Columbia to like southern Alberta. And I'm in this tiny little town. I find out I'm pregnant like weeks after we move in. I found out I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh my goodness. We kind of planned it a little bit, right? Because honestly, it's like, I think because of Seacret and hitting silver, my husband's belief gone up so much that he knew we'd be okay financially if we had a third child, because I'm going to start making some real dough. And the checks were rolling in big time after silver. Like it was just like, wow, this is awesome. And it's like, so that's the way this works though, and people give up way too easily. Like if you push through those hard times, like when people are just ignoring you and telling you no and telling you you're crazy. It's just like, whatever. Okay, I'll see you later. I'll see you in 5 years. And I bet you're going to regret that, and you got to take that kind of stuff as a grain of salt. It's all a part of the journey. I've learned that you can't have the testimony without passing the test. You got to go through the pit to get to the palace. And people are just, they're scared of hard work. They're scared of hearing no. And it's like, big deal. They're not saying no to you. They're saying no to themselves, because they don't believe in themselves. So I'm taking into you know, my job now to help you believe in you, and I want to inspire you. I want to inspire people. I've done so much personal development over these last 3 years. I am a completely different person. I I see the world through different eyes. My thoughts change. My thoughts have changed. I don't think the same anymore. I don't think negatively. And if I do, I'll vent it out to my leaders or to my mom or my dad or my brother. And you don't hear that. But they'll get that. I vent it out, all good. But otherwise, to everyone else, life's too short to be miserable and to think negatively. Just, you say why? I say, why not? What do you have to lose? At least you know you tried, and you're gonna win in this business. You just can't give up. That's the bottom line. You know, like that is honestly the bottom line. Is that if you just don't give up and you keep going and you're consistent with a positive attitude, you will win. Especially where we are at right now in this company and how amazing these products are. And then our new hairline and our new straightener. Oh my goodness. Hello. Anyway, so then we move and I'm pregnant and I slow down a bit. Like, right? I'm like, this, being pregnant is not fun. Okay. Especially when you have two toddlers running around driving you crazy. And then we got married that summer. Like, anyway, so it was a crazy year. And so then that Black Friday, my next Black Friday comes, and guess what happens? I hit gold. And I got another huge, this check was like double from the last one, right? And I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. So then, yeah, that was pretty cool. And then I remember actually that summer, I was pregnant and I had a girl that was really interested and I talked to her for about a month straight, okay? Like every day. She was asking me all the questions in the book, like just kept asking and asking. She was so interested. She's like, I'm going to go Royale. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. She's like, I'm going to get the premium kit. She's like, I'm going to rock this. And I went to her house, like dead heat summer day with my whole family, pregnant, hot, sweating, no air conditioning, and I'm just like, so I did the spa party for her. She gets the premium kit, then she cancels. She cancels like 2 days later, and that was it, and never talked to me again. I cried, okay? I cried. I am in a new town. I'm trying to get my business going in a new town. I don't know anybody, and I'm all excited about this girl that seemed very promising. I literally cried and I was ready to throw in the towel. I told my husband, I said, that's it. I can't do this anymore. I said, it's too hard on me. I was pregnant too, right? So you get a little bit extra emotional. And Cody looked at me and he's like, really? And I cried for like an hour. And then all of a sudden I saw Isaac's eyes. He's our CEO. After you've hugged him and you've met him and heard his story about how Seacret became Seacret and why he chose direct selling instead of selling us to a huge company, which he could have, about how he's literally doing this to help us, to give us an opportunity to change our lives because he's already wealthy. After you meet him and you look into his eyes and you hug him, your life has changed, okay? I saw his eyes and I was like, I can't give up on Isaac. And then I heard Tim Herr's voice of, you can't pass you can't have the testimony without passing the test. And then of course I saw my team. And I thought of my team. I was like, I can't give up on them. And then, so of course I didn't quit. And that's when I hit gold. And then I hit gold that Black Friday. And then the Seacret called me and they asked if I wanted to go on the vision cast, the vision call, and do my testimony. And I remember crying again. And I was like, oh my God, like, Tim Herr's right, And yeah, it was pretty amazing. And then this year, after that, like this 2015, signed my first spa, signed my first international agent in Australia, 2 of them actually. My mom started billing in Mexico. I signed up my brother. He's working with us now. I went to Vegas in March and got to go on stage for Gold. That was cool. First time I've been to Vegas. Wow, that's a pretty amazing place. Want to go back there again. And then when this Black Friday came, it was pretty close, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be hitting platinum. And then when it got to like a week before, I was looking at my volume, and I was looking at the volume from last Black Friday and how much I created, like your pair volume. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. I was like, I'm going to do it. I was like, that's close. That's pretty close. I was like, I think I'm going to be able to do it. And I remember my sponsor, Sarah, texted me, and she's like, so what are your goals? Can you get out of here, please? We'll go downstairs.
I can't.
she's like, what are your goals for Black Friday? And I texted her back. I said platinum, period. And I don't even think she she knew I was going to do it. At the same time, I think she had a little bit of doubt. She's like, holy shit, like she's actually going to do this. And I didn't hit it right the first week, but I hit it the week after. When you see that your commission jump to over $3,000 in like a split second, it's like, it's pretty amazing feeling. Okay, I'm pulling in over $6,000 this month. I'm paying off my visa. Like, coming into the new year 2016 with no debt and with this I also earned a watch this summer. They did a you sign 5 agents or whatever, and you get to earn the executive watch. So I did that, and there was another challenge where you get to earn a trip you earn a trip to go to Phoenix in January with like the leadership, right? And I won it through my leadership from holding a certain volume for 4 consecutive weeks. So I earned it, and I have free accommodations from my leader, and I have 2 free meals, if not more meals that are going to be free. And that's January 21st. I booked my flight. I get a warehouse tour. I get a dinner with my CEO and his family. And I get to party with the top earners, like the 6 and 7 figure earners. I get to party with them and talk to them one-on-one and pick their brain. And I'm just completely overwhelmed. I have 3 children under 5. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. Thanks for listening.